This is Justin AMZN on Tuesday, March 16th, 2021. And on the daily, looks like we had kind of another indecision candle in our indecision zone. And we're back up here again. Ran right into the 21 on the daily and just pushed back down from there. So we did that 3 days ago. Um, what was this? Wednesday? Thursday. We did this Thursday last week, and here it is Tuesday this week. We're doing really similar candle to this one. We just ended bearish instead of ending bullish. So um, on the daily, at least. On the 5 minute, I don't remember. I'd have to just go back and look at that candle. But we had a really nice open, gapped up, bullish retest gap, really nice hammer here, retested, and we just stayed above the 20. No, that's the 5. Stayed above the 5 for a while, then dipped into it, went sideways, and then once we came to the 21, it didn't bounce. It just came back further, put in some nice smaller hammers in here that just kept going down, a little bit of a retest or a flag into the 21 here. You could kind of call this a little bit of a neckline. I was seeing, obviously after the fact, this looks a little bit like a head and shoulders with either a neckline kind of down here or up this way. But if you draw a neckline down here and go straight across, which I'm not going to be able to do. I don't know if it's how I'm holding my mouse or what, but I get a good laugh out of this. Hopefully you do too, but I can't draw straight. There we go. I have to just go fast. All right. So kind of retested into that neckline if you just draw it straight across and then rolled over. And where we rolled over, it didn't really line up with anything to the left. I mean, a little bit the low here, but I don't know that that was so significant. Obviously must have been, but some, 3 little candles here that ended up bouncing. This went back up into kind of the 21 level or the neckline. I don't know. I don't know where things are moving around today. A little bit unpredictable. The only thing that I did see after the fact, again, that could have worked is once this rolled over again, got through the 21, it came right back up to the 21 right here. And that would have been a really nice place to be buying right here, 7 by 6. And it kind of ran into the same level as this and some of this. And you waited, put in a base here, got above it, didn't retest all the way back down to that, but actually held the 7 level pretty well. And then 7 plus 3 is 10, and it went up to 10. So that would have been a nice 3-hour target, nice low risk trade when it's already showing bearishness, and a good place to get out because, I mean, even before this at 10, you would have been getting out over here. But it did end up coming back down to this level. I extend to the right. Look at that. That's where it retested. Remember that line? That was yesterday's high. And we pushed through that, and today we ended up pulling back to it. So let's go zoom out and see that. Yeah, so that's where we retested today. It had to pull back a couple times, but in some really nice clean retests, coming back down a little further. I guess this one, it didn't look like it bounced off anything to the left today, but I guess it did bounce off of like that from Friday. So that bounced there, and then that didn't hold, and then rolled over again. So, and then I was talking about Thursday's 5-minute candle. This was Thursday. Let's see. Had more of a triangle to open, went up. Yeah, not really opposite on the 5-minute. And see like a double top here. Not really head and shoulders. No, I'm not really seeing too many similarities on the 5-minute. So we had continued up. I guess where the 21 is for this portion of the day, like the 21, on Thursday we stayed above the 21 from a bullish gap up, and then today we stayed above the 21 from a bullish gap up. So that's interesting. And then once we got into the 21, we actually held it. We held that level on Thursday, and then today we just kept coming back down all the way to the point that we were retesting here. So I'm going to leave this on here because I think this is really interesting that we we're actually bouncing right off of that level. So I'm going to leave this line extend to the right. Let's see if this does anything. Extend to the right. We kept pushing through that. So that one doesn't line up as well. So just undo that. There we go. And then this angle that we found yesterday, I don't know that that would have lined up with anything. No, I'm not seeing it line up with anything. So we'll keep an eye on it, see if that angle comes back. Because when an angle shows up like that, usually somewhere else it's present. That's kind of nice. So if I grab the highs here, the high here, here, and here touched. Some of the lows, that broke down. So anyway, we're just gonna keep an eye on this angle. I like when angles show up like that. But let me go back to this. So could have been buying the put through here. I lost today. Lost about an hour trying to buy a place to for it to bounce in here, and it just kept going lower. So it was not holding. I thought this was a really nice S curve in here, and it just didn't continue to go back up. So that didn't work, and lost a full R. So it happens, but that's part of the setup. So you risk the R, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So we'll be back at it the rest of the week and see if we can get some trades in our favor. So hope this helps. This is Justin AMZN. Thanks.